So this is lecture 3 in module 3. And lecture 3 we will discuss the BCD addition operation. We already discussed this particular concept in lecture 1, I think, and lecture 9 in module 1. Okay, we just give an idea about what do you mean by BCD number. And now again we will repeat that how we can perform BCD addition, what are the different cases, and what are the different circuits that we can use to perform this particular operation. Okay, BCD adder circuit. How we can extend a 4-bit parallel adder to implement this BCD adder. Okay, before going to the BCD addition, I'll just mention the rule. Okay, we can add the BCD number. BCD number means I already explained that. Now I'll again repeat what do you mean by BCD number means. The numbers, decimal number 0 to 9, directly you can represent by a 4-bit binary. Okay, means 0 means you can represent 000, 9 you can represent 001. So the decimal number 0 to 9 is directly represented by a 4-bit binary. Okay, but if you use a 4-bit to represent the binary data, you can represent 0 to 15. Okay, so total 16 combinations in there. But in the case of BCD, we will use only 10 combinations. So the other 6 combinations is considered invalid in the case of BCD. So we are not using the combinations for binary 1010, 1011, 1100, 1101, 1110, 111. Okay. So the 6 combinations we are considered as the invalid combination. Only 0 to 9 is a valid BCD number. So the decimal number directly you can represent by using a 4-bit binary. And now we will discuss, in this particular lecture, we will discuss how we can perform the BCD addition by using hardware circuit, or how we can, or we will implement some logical circuit to implement this BCD addition. Already in lecture 2, we discussed a parallel adder. Now we'll extend that parallel adder to implement BCD addition. So if there is BCD number, you can add that BCD number by using simple binary addition rule. So this is the first step. So we'll perform the same binary addition. After performing that binary addition, we'll check the 4-bit sum. So BCD numbers are represented in 4 bits. So we'll check the 4-bit sum. If it is equal or less than 9, okay, that is the criteria. If it is equal to 9 or less than 9, we'll consider as a valid BCD number. So the final result will be available, okay, from step 2 itself. But if the 4-bit sum is greater than 9, if it is greater than 9, or if there is a carry out of the 4th bit, okay, if there is a carry out of the 4th bit, we need to perform some more operation. So that is, we will add 6 to that particular result. Okay. If the 4-bit result is greater than 9, or if there is a carry in the 4th bit, we will add 6 to that result. So binary 6 is given here, 0, 1, 1, 0 in 4-bit. And now we'll get an BCD number. So after performing this particular operation, you will get a valid BCD number. So that is known as the 8421 code. 8421 is another name for this BCD. Okay, and we can see different example for this BCD addition. So first we can consider here. So we are adding 3 plus 4. So this is a BCD code for 3. So again, this is a BCD code for 4. So 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0 in 4-bit. Okay. And if you add, you will get 1, 1, 1, 0. So we got again 4-bit value. So this 4-bit value is less than 9, that is 7. So it is a valid BCD number. So similar in the case of decimal addition, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. The same result we obtained by simple binary addition. So this is a valid BCD addition, valid BCD number. Now we can check the another case. Here the number 23 and 15. So both numbers are BCD numbers. So binary coded decimal numbers we need to perform, or the decimal number. So here you can see that the binary equivalent of 2 or the BCD equivalent of 3. Okay, so you can see that 2, 3 in 4 bit. Here also you can see this is 1 actually in 4 bit. Here you can see 5. So now we need to add. So first we will take 4 bit at a time. So if you add the lower 4 bit first, so 1 plus 1 0, again there is a carry. So 1 plus 1 0, again there is a carry. So 1 plus 0 0, and again there is a carry, and finally you will get 1. So the given result 1 0 0 0, which is less than 9, or we can call it as 8. So it's a valid BCD. Here also the next 4 bit we will check 0 plus 1 1 1 0 0. So again it is less than 9, which is equal to 3. Again it's a valid. So both groups are valid. So valid BCD here, here also valid BCD. So we don't want to perform any correction in this particular case. So 2 3 plus 1 5, 3 plus 5 8, 2 plus 1 3. So you are get exactly the same BCD now, decimal value. Now we'll consider another case, 86 plus 13. So write the BCD equivalent of 8. So here it is 8, here it is 6. So here you need to write 1, and it is 3. So if you add these two values, here you will get the BCD number 9. So which is equal to 9. Here also is equal to 9. So again it's a valid BCD number. It can be less than or equal to 9. So this is also valid. So we don't want to perform any correction here. So actually you will get 6 plus 3 9, 8 plus 1 9. So you are getting that. Now we will consider 3 digit case 450. So we need to write the BCD equivalent of 4. Here it is 5. Here it is 0. Okay, 4 bit equivalent. Here we need to write 417. So after addition we'll check the result. So here we are getting 7. So it's a valid, less than 9. So valid case. Here you are getting, after adding the 4 bits, you will get 6. Again it's a valid value. Here you are getting 8. So again valid. So in all these cases, after addition you are getting the result which is less than or equal to 9. So it's a valid case. Valid BCD result you will get. Now we'll check another case. In this case, here you can see this is a BCD code of 9, and this is a BCD code for 4. So after adding these two values, we are getting 1101. Okay. So 1101, if you write like this, 1010 is 10, or in hex you can write A. 1011, which is equal to 11, or you can write B. 1100, which is equal to 12, and will represent C. 1101, it's 13, which is equal to D. 1110, it's 14, will represent as E. 111, it's 15, and will represent as F. So here you are getting, after this addition, you are getting 1101. So 1101 means it's 13 actually, or in hex we'll write D. But when you add 9 plus 4 in BCD, you need to get 13. So we need to correct this, or we can say this particular result is invalid. Okay, this is an invalid case because the 4-bit value is greater than 9. So it is an invalid BCD number. So we'll add 6 to that particular result. So after addition, you'll get 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 0. Again, there is a carry. So 1 plus 1, 0. Again, there is a carry. So that carry will add to the next position. So after addition, after adding 6, you will get the lower 4 bit is equal to 3, and the higher 1 will write in the 4 bit format, so 0 0 0 1. So you are getting 1 3. So again it's a valid BCD number. Okay, now we'll consider another case. Here you can see the 9 plus 9. So this is a 9 9. After addition you are getting the lower 4 bit which is less than 9, but there is a problem. After adding this particular combination 1 plus 1 0, again there is a carry, there is 1 0. After adding the 4th bit 1 plus 1 0, and there will be a carry. Okay, there is a carry in the 4th bit. So according to rule, BCD addition rule, if the result is greater than 9, or if there is a carry. So if there is a carry, means it's an invalid result. So we need to, if you check this particular result, it becomes 1 2. 9 plus 9 is equal to 1 2, which is an invalid case. We need to get 1 8. So we will add 6 in this particular case because of this carry. So after adding 6, you will get 8 here, and already there is a 1 carry, so we'll write here. So 1 9. Again, it's a valid BCD number 1 9. Now we'll check another case when there's 2 digits. So if you add the two values, the first case you can see that this is 6 and here it is 1, here it is 1 and this is 5. After adding 6 plus 5, you will get 11, which is equal to B actually, so which is greater than 9. So we need to add 6. Okay, so here we will add 6 and you are getting 1 here, and there will be a carry after adding 6. That carry is written to the next position. Okay, so here you will get 1, and after adding this, you can see that in this particular case, this result is equal to less than 9, so 2. So we don't want to add 6 here, so which is less than 9. Okay, so simply we'll take the previous carry and you will get 1 0 plus 1, you will get 1 1. So 3 1 will be the result. So it's a valid BCD number. Now we will consider the another case. In this particular example, 6 7 plus 5 3 will add. So this is 7 and this is 3. After adding, you will get equal value A, which is greater than 9. So we need to add 6 here. So we'll add 6 here. Okay, and if you take the other 4-bit group, here also you can see that the result is greater than 9. So in this case also we will add 6. So here you can see we are again adding 6. So after addition, you can see that 1 2 0. So now it's a valid BCD number. The same case you can extend to 3 digit also. So 184 plus 576, you need to get 760. So this is a binary BCD equivalent of 1, and this is 8 and this is 4. Here it is 5, 7 and 6. Okay, after addition, you can see that the lower 4 bit is greater than 9. So we will add plus 6 here. Okay, and next case, you can see the result is, if you take the 4 bit, which is less than 9, but there is a carry. Okay, so due to this particular carry, again we will add 6 here, and finally you will get the result. And if you consider the last 4-bit group, the result is less than 9, so there is no carry, so we don't want to add 6 here. Okay, so finally you will get this is 7 and this is 6 and 0, so that is 760. Okay, so we know the different cases of BCD addition. Now we will write the truth table for that. Okay, so by observing this previous examples, we got some idea about the result. So result will be 4-bit result. If you add 2 BCD digit, S3, S2, S1 will be the result, S0 will be the result, and there will be carry. Okay, and if the result is if the result is less than or equal to 9, the BCD sum is exactly the same. Okay, binary sum and the BCD sum are exactly same. So up to this particular point, or decimal number 0 to 9, the carry value is equal to 0. So here you can see that carry is equal to 0, and the 4-bit result is exactly the same thing. S3, S2, S1, S0 will be exactly same for BCD and the binary sum. Now we need to consider the other case. When the result is between 0 and 15, okay, sorry, 0, not 0 to 15, 10 to 15, there is no carry value in binary addition, but the result we need to convert. So we'll add 6 plus 6 in this particular case, and after addition there will be carry. Okay, you can see there is a carry. So in this case we need to generate a carry in the BCD sum. So here the carry is equal to 0, but here the carry in it will be 1. So now we can consider the next 2-3 cases when the carry is equal to 1. When the carry is equal to 1, again we need to add plus 6, and you can see that the sum will be different, and again we need to replace the carry. Okay, so you can see the changes. So here this 0 becomes 6 and this 1 becomes 7, this 2 becomes 8 and this 3 becomes 9. So 6 plus 3 you will get 9, and carry you need to change. So now we need to implement a logic to solve or to identify when the carry equal to 1, okay, or when we want to add plus 6. So we need to find a logic, a combination circuit to identify when we need to add 6 and when there is a carry, okay, in the BCD sum. So for that we can take the K-map to solve that. So when you take the K-map, we need this carry bit. We need to implement this BCD sum carry. So we can take the variable S3, S2, S1, S0. So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay. And the variables are S2, S3, S2, S1, S0. So you can write S3 bar, S2 bar. Here it is S3 and S2, S3 bar S2. So here it is S3, S2. Here you can write S3, S2 bar. At the top, S1, S0 bar, S1 bar, S0, S1, S0, and finally S1, S0 bar. Now we can see that from 0 to 9, the function values are 0. So from 0 to 9, all the values are 0. All the values are 0. But after that, the function values are 1. Okay. From 10 onwards, 10 to 15, the output should be 1. Carry should be 1. So we can take here 10 is equal to 1. When decimal value 10, the output should be 1. So 11, 1, 12, 1, 13, 1, 14, 1, 15, 1. So now we can group this. So if you take a group like this, you can write this as S3, S2, and here you can see another group. In row wise it's S3, and in column wise it's S1. So we got two terms, but we need to consider one more term when the carry should be added, that is C3. When C3 is equal to 1, the output carry C is also 1. Okay. So we need to consider one more case. So the C value we can write is equal to 1 when S3, S2 is equal to 1 plus S3, S1 is equal to 1, or you can say that C3 is equal to 1. So you need to implement this particular combination to identify the output carry, or the BCD sum carry, or when we want to add 6. Okay. So we can use this particular logic. This logic also we can write by using different combinational circuit. If we take S3 common, we can write S2 plus S1 also. Okay. So SOP form also you can represent this, or you can group this, take S3 and S2 plus S1 also. You can perform. So now we'll discuss the circuit level. This is a 4-bit parallel adder. So before watching this lecture, please watch lecture 2. It's already giving, will give you an idea about what is a 4-bit parallel adder. So this is a 4-bit parallel adder circuit. A, B, 2 inputs. Z in carry in, C out carry. Result S3, S2, S1, S0. Now we can consider another parallel adder. Again, 4-bit parallel adder. Because in order to perform BCD addition, we need to perform addition 2 times. Okay, so that's why we need 2 adder, and we can verify the circuit. So for example, we can consider this particular example, 9 plus 4. If 9 plus 4 means, assume that this is one input will apply to A input, so 1, 0, 0, 1. Another input is B, 0, 1, 0, 0. So after addition, your S3, S2, S1, S0 will be 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, but we know that this particular result is greater than 9, so we need to add 6. So again, S3, S2, S1, S0 value should be added with 6. So one input should be of the second binary adder is 6. So this is 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay. So we need to generate this 1, 1 here. Okay. For that, we already discussed one combination. Whenever there is a carry, you will get a 1. So this is 6. Okay. After addition, your result will be 0, 0, 1, 1. Okay. And this carry should be 1. Is it clear? So now we'll use that particular logic which is already explained. So this is S3, this is S2. So you'll get S3, S2 here, and this is S3 and this is S1. So this is S3, S1. For example, you can see that in this particular example, the carry out is equal to 0 because there is no carry in the fourth bit, but S3, S2 is equal to 1. S3 is equal to 1 means this AND gate output is equal to 1, and S3, S1, okay, which is 0. But you can see that S3, S2 is equal to 1. So OR gate output will be 1. So automatically these two values will be 1. So 8, 2. So here you'll get 0. Here it will be 1. Here it will be 1. And finally it will be 0. So it will add to the previous sum. It's added with the 6. And finally you'll get 3 here. So here you get 3. And the carry output is equal to 1. So this is BCD addition. And this circuit will perform just like the BCD add. Now we can consider another case. Okay, in this particular case, again you can see that different values are 9 plus 9. So here it is 1001. Here also 1001. So after addition, your S3, S2, S1 will be 0010. Okay, and in this particular case, you can see that this output is 0. This output is also 0. But you can see that in this particular case there is a carry after adding. The lower 4 bit is less than 9, but there is a carry. So definitely there will be a carry, and this OR gate output will be 1. So here we will get 1, 1, and already 0 is connected to the other two inputs. So here it is 0, 0, 1, 0. So it is added, and finally you will get 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and the carry output is equal to 1. So the final answer will be 1, 1, 0, 0. The lower 4 bit represent 8 and higher 1. So again valid. So now we will consider another case. In the first addition itself, we are getting a valid number 0, 0, 1, 1, and here it is 0, 1, 0, 0. Okay, and after addition, you can see that it's 0, 1, 1, 1. So which is equal to 7, which is less than 9. So this output is equal to 0, and this output is equal to 0. The carry output is equal to 0. So in this case, the A2 dash and A1 dash will be 0, 0. Already A3 dash and A1 0 dash will be 0. So the same 0, 1, 1, 1 added with the 0. So there is no change in the result. So finally you'll get 0, 1, 1. So you are getting this transposition is equal or carry is equal to 0 here. And the result is simply 7.